The market stats for June just came out, and there are a few key metrics that we're going to be watching here as we go into the summer months. Let's break down those numbers in 3 minutes or less, and stay tuned for the video that breaks down all these numbers in way more detail coming soon. And let's jump right into these. So June 2025, here are the key takeaways. This was again one of the slowest Junes that we have seen on record, and this is keeping on trend for 2025. In fact, January was one of the third slowest Januaries we have seen in basically since these numbers have been tracked. February, March were the two slowest months of sales that we have seen basically ever for Toronto real estate. April and May were the second slowest ever next to the COVID year. So June is definitely keeping on trend for that. That being said, May was the highest number of sales that we've seen in 2025. June was second best month of the year. So even though it hasn't been a barn burner of a June, we did see the second most sales for a month this year. Although as mentioned, we've seen some of the slowest sales activity that we've seen in a long time. End of the spring market. So prices down month over month from May to June, and year over year down about 5%. Now, what's interesting though is that the median price was actually up from May to June. So more on that when we break down those numbers in full detail when that video comes out. Month over month for detached, semis, and towns, all prices have gone down from May to June. In fact, condo prices went up $5,000. So not a huge jump for condo prices by any means, but that price did go up month over month. So we'll be watching that as we go through here into the summer. Bank of Canada overnight rate left unchanged. These tariff talks still on a roller coaster. There was a tax that was just implemented and then rescinded, and we're still kind of on this roller coaster for those tariff talks. That being said, affordability is the best we have seen in 3 years. And there's a video on this channel talking about RBC affordability. Go take a look at that video, which talks about how the affordability is now the best it's been since 2022. If we take a look at months of inventory, the detached market relatively flat May through June, about 3.8 months of inventory. Semi-detached, again, also flat, basically May to June at just 2.3 months of inventory. Rows and towns up from 2.5 to 3.19. It was actually in the threes back in April. So May was definitely a lower months of inventory for rows and townhomes, and condos relatively flat. That's from 6.84 to 6.91. Those are your market stats for June 2025. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below on your predictions for the summer market in July and August of 2025. If you ever want to book in a call to discuss your plans for Toronto real estate, scan that QR code. I'm Michael Ouzas. Thanks for watching.